Final boss when you fight him, when you unlock him as playable character. You don't seem to understand. I don't plan on leaving 4546B. 3 Michelin stars. Delicious. Yummy. Sure, I'll pass. You get it away. How Altura looks at the public after losing yet another ship. What? Are you? Ma'am, this is the scariest moment of my life. This told me this keep eating his. So I asked how many of this he has, and he said he just goes to this and gets a new this afterwards. So I said, it sounds like he's just feeding this to this. And then this started crying. I've got a rocket in my pants. What bro really means. I think the BZ story is not something connected to SN2 in any way. She disappeared, and no one was around to know why. No one knows about the stealth mission of Robin. I don't see why there would be references to Below Zero. Wow, this mushroom forest is beautiful. What gorgeous fauna too. Leviathan class life forms detected. Are you sure what you're doing is worth it? My body is a machine that turns this into this. This is Steve. I can't bring him with me. He was a good boy. Take of him, please. Jarvis, feed the bioreactor with cuttlefish eggs. Subnautica, Unknown Worlds, Natural Selection, every other Unknown Worlds game. Trade offer, I receive $29.99. You receive Ocean PTSD. Unknown Worlds, would you take it? Fishing in most games. Fishing in Subnautica. You get PTSD from sea monsters. I give PTSD to sea monsters. We are not the same. Me when abandoned ship starts playing. This is fine. Pentagon, hexagon, octagon. Your power is gone. Hydride, nitride. I broke your seamoth. Now you're stuck with a sea glide. Crashfish shouldn't be added to Subnautica 3. Change my mind. You destroyed my seamoth, Reapers. Me finding one piece of copper. The scariest things on Earth. The dark, clowns, sharks, serial colors, death, crashfish. Useful materials. Random shut. Me in my first day in Subnautica. Average Below Zero fan. Average original Subnautica enjoyer. Finds a Ku Neon cave, sees an epic mushroom. Me, crab snake, never again. I'm crafting a stasis rifle for capturing fish right. For capturing fish, right? Let me in. Let me in. Human, I will use sonar to see him better. Inhales, roar. 8-year-old me when my parents are talking in the other room. One does not simply have enough copper. Me, playing Subnautica without headphones. Game, warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Everyone on ISS. Stalker teeth when I need an AM glass. Other gamers complaining about glitches. Subnautica players. I find some shale outcrops around the alien base. I'm going to look for more. Warpers and Reapers. Never again. First time playing Subnautica. Second time playing Subnautica. You are on a beach and hear a Reaper Leviathan's roar. Panic. You're not playing Subnautica. Calm. You're not playing Subnautica. Panic. Peeper. Oculus. Aye. When that weird green tower moves 10 seconds before Sunbeam arrives, something's wrong. I can feel it. Go to the crash zone or draw 25. Me. I beat Subnautica for the first time. I beat it in 22 hours, and I think I can try to beat the WR glitchless with some more practice. The WR for glitchless is 59 minutes. The WR for glitchless is 59 minutes. Actually attack the player. Scream the pack out of my lungs. Reapers. POV second playthrough of Subnautica. This crusade knows no bounds. Bone Shark. I am one of the most aggressive creatures in the game and will constantly and relentlessly attack the player and attempt to destroy their vehicles. Sand shark, wriggle, wriggle. In sand, I diggle. When your Sea Glide runs out of power and you're 300 meters from your Seamoth. Welcome to hell. Do you have any idea why you're here? I put cuttlefish in the bioreactor to power my base. Hello, God. He's here. And this is where I would put my magnetite, if I had any. You're charged with culling a Reaper Leviathan. Bruh, that's awesome. Me after putting a power cell charger in my Cyclops, smart. Reaper Leviathan, me just trying to explore the Aurora. Me uses a scanner room to find sandstone chunks in the area. Me after 5 minutes, unlimited power. Reaper Leviathan, surely you must realize that you are doomed. Me with a stasis rifle and a thermoblade. Oh, I don't think so. When I can't find the tunnel I came through inside the wreck, let me out. Let me, out. Crash fish be like, explosion. Screw mesmers. All my homies hate mesmers. Below zero, architect stuff. Subnautica, Corempt objective, survive. Me about to explore the blood kelp zone, then seeing this. This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans. Me. You hear an ice worm. Panic. It's just eating a snowstalker. Calm. Run. Scan. Me getting chased by a crash fish. PDA congratulating me for exceeding my exercise by 500%. Me who was just sitting in my chair for a week staring at a screen trying to catch a fish. Gets warped out. PDA, where's my exosuit? When you're listening to music and the song Crash Site comes on, don't want to imagine what's in them waters. Imagine a planet bigger than Earth with no land in sight, just waves and water from pole to pole. That is TOI 1452b. When you have all the vehicles and possible things in Subnautica, but you are too scared to beat the game, so you just sit in your base, like. I've only had Arlo for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would cull everyone in this room, and then myself. Me and my Cyclops while it's burning, but I like the music. This is fine. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time I find the titanium, I do 1 push-up. Jesus Christ. Me running away from Area 51 with Subnautica Return of the Ancients mod. You're charged with culling a Reaper Leviathan. Bruh, that's awesome. Marguerite Maida after a Reaper almost culls everyone. So anyway, I started stabbing. What gives people feelings of power, money, status, culling any aggressive Leviathan? That moment when you realize you entered the dead zone. The Reaper when I enter the Aurora. The Reaper when I leave the Aurora. Do you accept my offer of choky milk? Culling that Reaper Leviathan was exhilarating. Number of times I have died randomly to Reapers. Number of times I've culled Reapers. The Subnautica stream, me. I'm Frankenstein's monster. You don't seem like a monster. I use cuttlefish eggs for my bioreactor. Titanium drop rates when I need them. I'm too weak. Titanium drop rates when I need copper. Unlimited power. I finally have laser cutter and can cut through this door. Laser cutter fragment. Yeah. Me gets an elevator for Neptune. Also me when I am done walking on it. Robin. I dream about myself in my underwear defending my doctoral thesis. Alan. Every masterpiece has its great equal. When you light your Cyclops on fire just for the music. When you're exploring the Lost River and hear a loud noise. You see sandstone, it's just the terrain being weird. Subnautica Reaper Leviathan culled a sea dragon. I don't like where this is going. Subnautica players, I fear no dragon. But that thing, want chalky milk. It scares me. I go really deep. I collect valuable materials I need. I drown to death and am reduced to 1 titanium. I drown to death and am reduced to 1 titanium. Me Blade is only for culling monsters. What about the guy you just culled 10 seconds ago? He was the worst monster of all. 10 seconds ago, the Cyclops is the worst vehicle in the game. Large ore chunks get drilled by prawns. Reaper leviathans get drilled by prawns. You and I are not so different. Dorzilla, then. Dorzilla, now. Subnautica, come pooper me equals. Panic. Sigh, just calm down. Calm. I have human hands on my head. Panic. You hear a gargantuan leviathan. Panic. You're swimming in real life. Calm. You're swimming in real life. Panic. When you build a power cell charger in the Cyclops, my Cyclops burning down. Me listening to the music. This is fine. Me doing dangerous things outside my habitat. My habitat. Robin Ayu goes to this weird outpost on a glacier. Some random lady with a prawn suit. Are you with Altera? If so, bad news. Who would win? Gun and knife. A near apex predator that evolved over millions of years to hunt everything it could. How can we make Subnautica 2 better? Multiplayer. New features. Not firing the original developers? Me waiting in my scanner room in the blood kelp zone so I can find the ghost leviathan and scan it. Me trying to get copper. I am once again asking for copper. Build a megabase. Get all the limestone and titanium ever. You don't have enough because most of the limestone was copper. You don't have enough because most of the limestone was copper. It is time to go sea moth. Was I a good sea moth? No. I was told you were the best. Girls talk in a higher pitch to boys they like. Girls when not talking to me. Reapers aren't that dangerous. You can strafe to avoid it until we meet again. Roblox, Subnautica, Minecraft, Horizon Zero Dawn. POV, you hear a Reaper, but you are in the lava zone. Hi, you play Subnautica? I think he does, Patrick. No, I don't. You are now entering the ecological dead zone. Are you sure what you're doing is worth it? Stop it. You're scaring him. The final boss. When you unlock him as a playable character, getting your feet wet. Dive for the very first time. 87.5% of players have this achievement. The other 12.5% of players, my goals are beyond your understanding. You hear the Leviathan Reaper. Panic. You're not playing Subnautica? Calm. You're not playing Subnautica. Panic. Beat Subnautica or draw 25, me. When you're playing Subnautica, then the game crashes and you forgot you save. Internal screaming. Mom, if you tell me the truth, you'll be in less trouble. Exit base. The hoverfish, the cuttlefish, the average Subnautica player. Real image of TikTok headquarters. In Subnautica, 1 bottle of bleach can be turned into 2 bottles of water. No other ingredients are added. Tasty. First playthrough of Subnautica. Second playthrough of Subnautica. Things don't change, they just evolve. Octonauts. Subnautica. Subnautica below zero. People saying that sub was operated by a game controller. Are you there driving vehicles with this shut? I finally found it after 15 years. The Scroll of Truth. Copper and silver are actually really easy to find. You guys just aren't looking in the right areas. All of the Subnautica community. Nyeh. The player, Bomberfish. Why are you running away? Culling the Reaper Leviathan in Subnautica, he's too dangerous to be left alive. Normal heartbeat, deceased heartbeat, when you see a Reaper Leviathan in Subnautica. Subnautica, Minecraft. Your favorite YouTuber has to get surgery. He's back. He's gonna play a game he forgot about 2 years ago. The game just got a full release. PDA, detecting multiple Leviathan-class creatures in the region. Are you certain whatever you are doing is worth it? Me with a stasis rifle and scanner in my inventory. My goals are beyond your understanding. Trying to enjoy the end of Halloween. NNN. When you finally build the Cyclops and you feel invincible. Ghost Leviathan, Sea Dragon, Reaper Leviathan. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Nobody. My dogs when they're bored. Subnautica Below Zero isn't as good as the original. Change my mind. Stop eating submarines or draw 25. Basically, Leviathans. POV, you're a bag of Funyuns. Sammy the Safety Reaper says, make sure to wash your hands thoroughly. This planet is under quarantine for a reason. Wait, does this thing look familiar? Subnautica players, I feared no man, but that thing, it scares me. Trade offer, I receive your Seamoth. You receive a hug. Me, going through the scariest part of the game. My PDA, oxygen. Me, goes to explore Aurora crash site. Reapers, allows us to introduce ourselves. I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. Copper, me, titanium. Who would win? Crab Snake, Mr. Snappy? Teacher, why are you laughing? Me, Creeper Leviathan. It's only 10 to play something. I haven't played Subnautica in a while. It's now 2 a.m. and I won't be able to sleep. Before, peepers normally. After, peeper when they discover markers have more than one color. Friend, so how much sleep have you been getting? Me. What I see when I play Subnautica, what my younger sibling sees. Other people's dreams are thoughtful and have a deep personal meaning. My dreams. When the world catches corona and has a major quarantine like Subnautica, just like the simulations. Level 1 crook, level 100 boss. Teacher, the 5 senses are smell, hear, feel, taste, and see. Me, I can hear pictures. Teacher, you can't hear pictures, silly. Me, booting in emergency mode. Me when I stub my toe. When you lose your Seamoth in Subnautica. When you lose your Cyclops. Where is the best place to make your main base? A. Grassy Platius. B. Cragfield. C. Kelp Forest. D. Safe Shallows. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? First time encountering Reaper Leviathan versus 5th time encountering Reaper Leviathan. Trade offer, I receive a new chew toy. You receive a destroyed Seamoth. Me waiting for Subnautica Below Zero to finally have a full release. Not sure if Reaper Leviathan is trying to hug me or cull me. Matt, Onat, there's a Leviathan at our base. Onat, can't, I'm busy. My 2016 yearbook photo, what was I thinking? Me when I'm waiting for my Hot Pockets to cook. You hear a Reaper. Panic, you're not playing Subnautica. Calm, you're not playing Subnautica. Panic. If I had a nickel for every time there was an exploding enemy in a water-based game, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Fix your first game, keep it broken forever, and make another equally as broken game. The Calm Belt, The void, scariest oceans in fiction. When the kid asks, "Do we have homework?" There's no dentists on this planet, and you look certified. Can you have a look at mine? I bet he's thinking about other women. What did the gargantuan Leviathan look like? He's Leviathan. He's Leviathan. You're Leviathan. I'm Leviathan. Are there any more Leviathan I should know about? Meow. Hello, little guy. I'm a name you only friend I've had. We get a seamoth. Park it somewhere near the Aurora. Come back and the seamoth is gone. Come back and the seamoth is gone. We need to add more features to Subnautica. Bug fixes, weather, multiplayer. A stalker is chasing you. Panic, you're not playing Subnautica. Calm, you're not playing Subnautica. Panic. You playing Subnautica. First fish, what you meet. Hi. Me. Subnautica is a horror game. Change my mind. Die to Reaper. Run away from Reaper. Cull Reaper with stasis. Ride Reaper. When the cool kids have no other insults. Your mom, G.L.O.L. Greetings, human. I have been programmed for your personal needs. Get the frig off me. 95 diamonds, 1 copper. My imagination, real life. I must go. My people need me. Refbacks, crash fish, being terrifying to new players. Cuttlefish, hoverfish, reaper with a gun. POV, Pepper, seeing a reaper come towards him. Confused, screaming. Destroy your Cyclops. Jump scare you while you're in your seamoth. Stop giving me breast. This isn't the sandstone outcrop you're looking for. This isn't the stabbable mesmer you're looking for. Call all the Leviathans. Me on my 4,685th playthrough of Subnautica. This ocean is so blue and pretty, I want to lick everything. Shut up, Jim. Trade offer. I receive your seamoth. You receive a free hug. Reaper Leviathan. I'm kinda bored. Any games to play? Hey, maybe I should start Subnautica. Grinding for titanium. Never again. You're getting chased by a Reaper Leviathan. Panic. You get away. Calm. You hit a fish in your seamoth. Panic. Heya, I see that you have those peanut butter flavor dog treats that juts materialize in your hand when you approach me in this underwater survival simulation we call a game. May I have some? Hey boy, have you seen the nearest McCreepers? I am gonna wait till they finish Subnautica. 1 year later, they just now added prawn. Wait, Peeper Leviathans aren't real? Always has been. Give copper, give titanium, limestone outcrops. Player getting culled by fish, death, cuttlefish. Reaper and cuttlefish, Subnautica fans, other Leviathans, every other fish. I finally found it after 15 years. The Scroll of Truth. Subnautica Below Zero is a good game. Half of the Subnautica community, Nyee. Oh babe, the sea looks beautiful. Let's go underwater Explo. No. You hear a Leviathan. Panic. You're in the Grand Reef. Calm. The gargantuan skeleton is gone. Panic. Literally half of all Subnautica players. What if it was hot pink? When Subnautica 2 releases, trade offer. I receive, you receive. Trying to find copper, where is it? Old verses of Subnautica, stasis rifle then. New verses of Subnautica, stasis rifle now. POV, you hear a Reaper, but you are in the lava zone. Crafton's CEO allegedly asked ChatGPT how to get out of paying Subnautica 2 studio co-founders their bonus. Fishing in normal video games. Fishing in Subnautica. The forest, stranded deep, Subnautica, the long dark. Reaper leviathans when they see a seamoth. Oh, a cool underwater exploration game, never again. Player, Reaper leviathan, sea dragon, player. When you cull a reaper with your prawn, and you just stand there, like, I see no god up here, other than me. When you ask a reaper if it eats fish instead of your seamoth, well, yes, but actually no. Trade offer, I receive 1, your seamoth, you receive 1. Many years of trauma. 2. Thalassophobia. Aurora explode my game crash. What you know about rolling down in the deep. Subnautica players. What normal people see, what Subnautica players see. When your base starts filling with water. When your Cyclops starts filling with water. Planets entirely covered in water could support alien life. Study. While you might think that a planet covered entirely in water would be uninhabitable, a new study. Exploring a new biome, detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms in the region. Are you sure that whatever you're doing is worth it? Add multiplayer or draw 25. Subnautica developers. For Christmas, I want a dragon. Be realistic. I want a steady release date for Subnautica below 0 XB1. What color do you want your dragon? Red. When you're in Minecraft and the cave noises start playing, this ecologist biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans. Subnautica. Do you have a fear of the ocean? No. Would you like to? When you fart, but then your pants get heavier. Explore super deep. Find incredibly rare item. Can't pick it up because inventory is full with other essential items. Can't pick it up because inventory is full with other essential items. Teacher, we're going to learn about deep sea creatures today. Subnautica players. Subnautica is not scary. Scanner is useless. Copper is easy to find. You better watch your mouth. Trade offer. I receive your seamoth. You receive a hug. When you're a peeper and you see the player pull out a thermoblade. Me when I loose my seamoth. Me realizing I have saved 10 minutes ago. Upgrade. Upgrade. Pack go back. You disable sound in Subnautica to be less scared. Reaper destroys your seamoth cause you didn't hear it. Oh, I want to sever your head and mount it on my packing wall. What my microwave sees at 1 a.m. Me returning from a successful trip, my base with negative hull integrity. When you get a bladderfish but accidentally cook it instead of using it for water, IQ below 0. Warpers after curing 45-46B by stabbing everyone. Study for a test on a weekend. Play Subnautica for a week. Me, detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms in the region. Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it? Me. Me. That's so scary. Me now. Oh, a big goldfish. Every time I see strange precursor stuff, scanner analysis. Going to the Lost River through the Grand Reef. Going to the Lost River through Blood Kelp. Me driving a Cyclops for some reason. When you don't flush the toilet and some random person walks into the bathroom. Me. The last Cyclops fragment I need to scan. Reaper Leviathan. Subnautica RTX off. RTX on. Everyone's scared, shutless of Subnautica. Me spamming the electric discharge button. Get off the seamoth, your rickless packing animals. Accidentally setting the Cyclops on fire as soon as you get it. Setting the Cyclops on fire to hear the epic music as soon as possible. The Subnautica map. Wait, it's all a big reef back? Always has been. Really, you are playing below 0. The original is much better. It's got stasis rifles and other things. Quit having fun. Play Subnautica, PewDiePie. That sign won't stop me because I can't read. Play Subnautica or Draw 25, PewDiePie. Curing the Carabacterium, the massive grind for the Neptune. Detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms. Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it? Bro, I'm out of here. Me when I see the Reaper Leviathan. You know, I like many types games, but I don't like Subnautica at all. Excuse me, I have some objections. This is the 27th floor. Screw zodiac signs. Do you enter the life pod from the top or the bottom? PDA, Subnautica players listening to message logs. Inside you there are two wolves. One wants to run as far away from a Reaper Leviathan as possible. The other wants to cull it with just a knife and scan it. You are a Subnautica player. I built a Seamoth, and I added all upgrades to it, and I fought a Reaper with it, and I fought a Reaper with it. Me. When do I stop being horrified of the game? Subnautica. That's the neat part. You don't. My head ace playing Subnautica, being scared of the noise of a fish hitting my submarine. Guys, don't go to the back of the Aurora. Worst mistake of my life. When the PDA says Leviathan-classed creatures nearby. Delicious, finally, some good packing food. Me debating whether I should get below zero or regular Subnautica. This Nintendo Switch exclusive that combines both games. Study for a test, play Subnautica. Test is in 10 minutes. 40 meters. In recreational diving, the maximum depth limit is 40 meters. In technical diving, a dive deeper than 60 meters is described as a deep dive. However, as defined by most recreational diving agencies, a deep dive allows you to descend to 18 meters and beyond. Subnautica players, pathetic. Stalker when you take their babies. I sleep. Stalker when you take their metal scraps. Real shut. Cyclops, welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online, me. Me goes to a cave in safe shallows. Crash fish. I will initiate self-destruct. Me, vibing, but you said that if I stayed still, you wouldn't do anything. Did you really think you'd be that lucky? Useless, 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 useless. When you see a blood crawler for the first time, retreat. Me when I'm lost in a cave with no oxygen left. Brawn suit, max deep on Subnautica. Prawn suit, max deep, below zero. Where in the pack is lithium, demonic screeching. Me, eats multiple fish. Main character, sea monkeys. Pygmy, crab squid, grab squid? A small polar relative of the crab squid, intelligent and small. It has bioelectric abilities like its deep water relative and is drawn to electrical devices and batteries humans have brought to the planet. Trade offer. I receive joy. You receive Subnautica below zero when I make a fair amount of progress. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I crash? Cryptosuchus hunting peepers. A seat ruck with the speed upgrades. Seamoth in Subnautica. Any color you want. Seamoth in below zero. Giant predatory worms lurked beneath the ancient seafloor. Fossils reveal. Subnautica below zero. Humans exist. Alan, wouldn't that make you inefficient? When you pull a seat ruck module for the first time, maybe I am a seat ruck. Getting decent sea truck modules so I can complete the game. Getting the sleeper module to jam out while getting chased by Leviathan. Isn't the new weather system just great? The weather shouldn't even change every 60 seconds. We gotta cycle through fog, rain, snow, sleet, and hailstorm. I came looking for copper and I found gold. Divers then. I can kill Reaper only with knife. Divers now. Sea monkey stole my item. What do I do? Life under ice. Aliens under the ice. Life on rogue planets. Subnautica below zero fans. 500 cigarettes. Using the sea truck with no modules so it is faster. Using the sleeper module so you can listen to the jukebox. People who hunt leviathans. People who build leviathan observatories in survival mode. Things that disappear when you need them the most. This subreddit. Hoverfish and penguins are cuter than cuttlefish and trivalve. This subreddit, me. Could you stop screaming? For 5 minutes. Me when I see anything that can bite me. Oh no. Anyway. When you wear swim charge fins while using the sea glide. He's probably thinking about other women. I need to go down to the crystal caves to find magnetite. But first, I need to upgrade my sea truck. Scientists revived a creature that was frozen in ice for 24,000 years. I had a date. Our girl is almost 1 year old. She's loving all the snow, but she keeps trying to eat us when we play with her. She does not respond to treats. We are the treats. Not sure what to do. Rayquaza, gargantuan leviathan. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Leviathans, me. PDA, oxygen, me. What people think it's like playing Subnautica. What it's actually like. POV, Simfish, 5U, titanium. The loudest sounds on Earth. Concert speakers, fireworks, gunfire, blue whale, space shuttle. A cryptosuchus when the player is within 500 meters. I'm still mad about the alien shirt Wish sent me. In space, nobody can hear you in space. Friend, dude, how do you kill leviathans? Me. All reliable. First time playing Subnautica, second time playing Subnautica. Agreed. Something frog-based, but terrifying, bioluminescent, and a leviathan. This town isn't big enough for 2 leviathans. Oh, you're a monster, all right. Just not a leviathan. Oh yeah? What's the difference? Presentation. Me listening to the databank entries of the Mercury 2's crew. Sea monkeys after meeting ALAN. We were bad, but now we're good. Petition 2 for Lego. Make official Subnautica sets. Battery. From Subnautica. Battery. From below zero. I'm cold and hungry. I need something to eat. How about a refreshing chilled salad? When you first play Subnautica below zero, every biome. Is this Twisty Bridges? Subnautica air bladders. Below zero air bladders. Any living thing, my sea truck. Snow fox or something, I don't know. Never had one. Alan be like, our head. Remove the stasis rifle. Make leviathans unkillable. The devs when making below zero. Subnautica. Subnautica below zero. Cryptosuchus health. Cryptosuchus roar. Finally kills the shadow leviathan. Me playing for the first time. Finally kills the shadow leviathan. Me playing for the first time. The second one. Me. Seamoth and Cyclops. Sea truck. You hear a roar in the purple vents. It's fine. It's just a cryptosuchus, right? It's just a cryptosuchus, right? Social distancing guidelines. COVID-19. 1.5 meters. People who put penguins in the bioreactor. 100 meters. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I will kill you. Me when I'm taking my sea truck through the sparse Arctic. Target acquired. People who beat Subnautica with help from the internet. People who beat Subnautica without help from the internet. You dumb beach? How to improve Subnautica. Below zero's creatures to make it scarier. 1. Replace chelicerates with void chelicerates. 2. Replace void chelicerates at the edge with ghost leviathans. Also, add an Arctic tint to the ghost leviathans and name them wisp leviathans. 3. Add an Arctic tint to the ghost leviathans and name them wisp leviathans. 4. Give more defining features to the shadow leviathan. Honorable mention, Arctic reefbacks. Leviathan class, manta rays. Gentle giants, they have a huge sail fin on their backs for divers to ride on. Nobody is born cool, except of course, sea monkeys give you copper and other stuff. The electric-powered Nemo mini-sub can explore the depths down to 330 feet on its 8-hour battery, but it'll set you back a cool $1 million. When you get the data and the materials for a sea truck, but you don't have a mobile vehicle bay, visible frustration. Could you not turn foggy? For 5 minutes. Good morning, captive land specimen. Is the oxygen level in your air tank adequate today? Serial killers. Psychopaths. People who don't accept the sea monkey's gift. Me seeing a leviathan. Me with 2/3 of every single Seatruck module blueprint in my PDA. Unknown Worlds devs. There should be posters of creature concept arts that didn't make it into the game. Me when the old PDA voice gets replaced in Below Zero. Hello, we've been trying to reach you about your sea truck's extended warranty. Seek fluid intake. Me enjoying exploration. When someone starts bitching about you/Fibbery 101 again. Fabricator can make modules. Vehicles upgrade console. Vehicle upgrade console. Vehicle upgrade console. Have you ever felt mole tested or violated? No. Would you like to? When a sea monkey gives me something, he was a hero. I just couldn't see it. And then immediately takes my scanner. He's a criminal. He's a menace to the entire city. Random spooky noise from the deep trench. Me exploring the Arctic shallows peacefully. Base building and resource gathering. I know I shouldn't investigate that sound, but Margaret to me 4546B keep killing her friends. So I asked how many friends she has, and she said she just goes to Altera and gets a new friend afterwards. So I said, it sounds like she's just feeding her friends to 4546B, and then she almost started crying. Altera, you and your data, aren't we forgetting one teensy-weensy, but ever so crucial, little tiny detail? Altera. I own you and your data. Seamoth/prawn. Reaper Leviathan. What should be a reaper's prey? When you finally build the Cyclops and feel invincible, Reaper Leviathan plus Ghost Leviathan. Prepare for trouble, Sea Dragon, and make it triple. P.D.A. Hypothermia imminent. All the heat geysers near Z. Oh no, Mesa disappearing. One does not simply find copper or silver. Who would win? A carnivorous alien fish Capable of completely taking over its prey's mind to lure it close and eat it alive. A single push boy. Now make the craft and collector Leviathan, who collects their devs' bonuses and withholds the bonuses from them and their families. Unknown worlds making sub 2. Alright, get lost, all of you. Unknown worlds making sub 2. Except you stay. Getting your feet wet. Dive for the very first time. 76.7%. The game. Jump into the water. Do it. 23.3%. No. Subnautica devs after putting laser cutter fragments in a room that you can only access with a laser cutter. No need to thank me. Navigation in other games. Navigation in Subnautica. In kindness there's evil. In evil there's kindness. Of course we have the balance. Then there's good. And then this beach. Listen, I don't have much time. Whoever's reading this, stay away from the mountains. I was attacked, my tank was punctured, and now I'm losing oxygen in a cramped cave. Take the few items I have left and do what I failed to do. Escape this place. For me, for all of us. You are offered $1 million, but to claim it, you must enter the last video game you played and stay there for a year. If you accept the money, how's life there? Subnautica players. Subnautica players, when they see a giant Leviathan-class creature approaching them about to eat them in one bite, scans. Game Theory finally makes a video about Subnautica. He disregards basic evidence and plot points from the game to prove his theory. Yo mama so fat, my PDA is detecting multiple Leviathan-class lifeforms in the region. Below Zero trailer, Subnautica trailer. I came looking for copper, but lost my seamoth and developed thalassophobia. When you want to put a cool fish in your aquarium, but haven't mastered the controls. Nobody. The life pod panel during the crash landing, whack. How I feel after beating Subnautica without the radio, I forgot to fix it. You can play a single audio file through every speaker worldwide at the same time. What do you choose? Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online. I built this beautiful base. I stocked it with plenty of food and water and included sustainable ways to restock those supplies. There are lockers upon lockers filled with all sorts of building materials. The vehicles are fully upgraded. I forgot to write down the coordinates, but it's yours if you can find it. The 4 horsemen of being above sea level, the Aurora, Mountain Island, Floating Island, and this thing. Door needs to be opened with a laser cutter. Gets laser cutter after multiple hours of gameplay. Finds laser cutter fragments behind the door. Creature noises. First 10 hours. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. Last 10 hours. Will you shut up, man? Wait to explore the jelly shroom caves until you get a Seamoth depth module. Explore around the jelly shroom caves while your Seamoth sits at exactly 199 meters. People on this sub beating the game twice. Me with 30 plus hours and still at the surface level. Did you really think you could sneak onto the Aurora and I wouldn't try to eat you? Think Survivor. Think! Playing Subnautica with other people through Nitrox. Ha ha ha. I just sat down in a chair. No! Oh, you just desynced the server. Playing Subnautica alone. 1,130 meters. WTF. Was that sound? Who's there? Come on, come one. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Driving your Sea Glide after you lost your Seamoth, like... Me when someone actually uses the mini-map on the Sea Glider. Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir. The 3 stages of the Subnautica first-time player just landed. First Seamoth, Cyclops built. Subnautica. Subnautica if the loose panel that was flying around the escape pod in the beginning decapitated you. Diamond. Titanium. Basic building material. We have titanium at home. The titanium at home. Storage. The last 2 games you played will fuse into one game. How did it turn out? Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls V, Subnautica. People complaining about the bugs in Cyberpunk 2077. Meanwhile, Subnautica. Marketing lessons for the modern gamer. Marketing 101. This sells. This doesn't sell. Player. Wait to get the depth module before going in Jelly Shroom Cave. Try and hug the roof of the cave at 199 meters. Going really deep thinking you will find a lot of rare materials. Warning, approaching ecologically dead zone. When it's your 7th time coming back to your base, but you still forget something. Have you ever punched a leviathan in the face? No. Would you like to? Me rushing to the island as soon as I get the countdown and then trying to find things to do for 40 minutes. Ocean graphics, land graphics. Have you heard that raw bladderfish gives you oxygen? No. I thought so. That's not a fact the PDA would tell you. Hello, Copper. Titanium. Understandable. Have a great day. Y'all look at this cool building I'm flying over. No, there's no map in Subnautica. Haha, Coral Tube. Go brrr. It's awesome. What game is that? Thanks. It's Subnautica. Just started playing. It's free on the PlayStation Store. You're in for a good game. Might be my favorite game of all time. Make sure you go to behind the ship after it explodes because there's a lot of scannable stuff there. And you'll hear a creature screaming in pain that if you help will become your friend. Subnautica 2's optional multiplayer will ruin the single-player experience. The community. Unknown worlds. Unknown worlds. Then why did you ask for it? Tell me a cool fact about Subnautica. I don't care if it's in game lore for development. I just want to know some cool things. Girls. Talk in a higher pitch to the boy they like. Girls talking to me. Water. Water at 4 a.m. Bag is not empty, cannot pick up. Bag is not empty, cannot pick up. Reefback sounds. Me new to Subnautica. Exit base. Me. Navigation in other games. Navigation in Subnautica. Unlike the original, Below Zero includes several different underwater biomes to explore. In Subnautica, there was only one type of biome, which consisted of tropical flora and fauna. Any copper? No, just more diamonds and gold. Superior Aerochad, genetic failure. Name a character that went through more pain than her. I'll wait. My titanium vehicle at 201 meters. I'm too weak. My suit made of kelp at 1,500 meters. This is fine. My heart. Resting, exercising, not finding the way out of a cave, and running out of oxygen. Every modern game does autosaves. Subnautica? No, I don't think I will. Warning. Entering ecological dead zone. Look inside. Biological life. A reaper leviathan. I sleep. A peeper hitting your Seamoth at 3 a.m. Reel sheet. I'm a model on Instagram. I'm a marine biologist in Subnautica. Me returning from a successful trip. My base, with negative hull integrity. People, I play Subnautica to escape reality. 1 trillion credits in debt. Hey, the safe way to access the Aurora. Me and Subnautica, base upgrades go brrrr, doing the story. I came looking for copper and found gold. Now, I need copper. Gel sack appreciation post. Gel sacks are a good source of food and water. Only take up 1 inventory spot. Never go bad. Good bioreactor fuel. Can be found in lots of deep regions when you are far from your base, potentially saving you from death. Thank you for not letting me die. So how do we do this Subnautica thing exactly? You scan anything that's not nailed down. When you're over 600 meters below sea level and have 4% power left in your seamoth, but you see that one resource deeper down. Yeah, I've got time. Subnautica. Subnautica, if PDAs were not waterproof. Camping on water is now possible. What I see. Me in elementary school when my mom told me I had to go to school. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. First time playing Subnautica, second time playing Subnautica. If you feel bad about yourself, please remember that not all life pods made into the planet. Some got destroyed before landing, and some fell into the dead zone, crater edge. Me bringing my seamoth to the crash zone without saving. IQ below 0. Today I learned scientists discovered sharks that are living in an active underwater volcano. Divers cannot investigate because they would get burns from the acidity and heat. All right, get your scanners out. We need prawn suit fragments and a ton of titanium. Me when I see random thing that I don't care about. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I scan it? Subnautica should add a fridge so that organic stuff won't decompose. Change my mind. Survival games. Subnautica with 98% positive on Google. If the coop has proximity chat, this has the potential to be the funniest game ever. When you're enjoying Subnautica despite your thalassophobia, but then you see this. No thanks. Ocean is closed. Goodbye. What gives people feelings of power? Money, status. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, Riley, how he gets in/out without flooding the place. Me starting below 0 after finishing the first one 3 times. A me after hearing a roar in the starting area. Me trying to swim 200 meters up with 14 seconds of 0-2. Yeah, I've got time. This onion won't make me cry. You will never get the feeling of playing Subnautica for the first time ever again. Wow, I can't believe I survived the crash of the Aurora. I can't wait to see what kind of life this alien planet has to offer. My base. That one room with 7 hull reinforcements. Special instructions. Send your cutest delivery boy. You are not, I am not, supposed to kill leviathans. Leviathans. You are not supposed to kill leviathans. I finally killed the ghost leviathan. Other games ending, Subnautica ending. I use cuttlefish eggs as fuel for my bioreactor. Dude, WTF? My brain when I try to sleep. Me after playing Subnautica at night. You're 200 meters deep and it starts getting super dark. Panic. It's just a solar eclipse. Calm. Oxygen. Panic. Subnautica new player starter pack. Picks up way too many acid mushrooms. Scared of nighttime. What the pack is that? Scared of reefbacks. despite them being passive. I'm gonna explore that big ship. Screaming intensifies. Subnautica 2. Subnautica fans wanting a sequel. Below Zero. My best friend. This is my friend. He is called Steve. I found him in the shallows, but now I must say goodbye. So to anyone who finds him, please treat him with care, as I once did. You crash on 4546B. 4546B has a breathable atmosphere. 4546B has food and water. 4546B has everything you need to... Shh, I told her it was Mozart. Me telling my friend who's never played Subnautica to go check out that big crash ship. The world if the PDA required a battery to use. Calmly exit the seamoth. Bail at full speed and get injured when it hits you. People saying hoverfish is best from. People saying cuttlefish is best fish. Me with my pet reaper. Subnautica, Minecraft players. You found titanium. You found nickel. You found the fragment you needed. You found copper. I need to upgrade my scanner room because it can't detect who the pack asked. Being 50 meters deep, calm. Being 500 meters deep, panic. Being 1,500 meters deep, calm. Okay, Ima beat Subnautica. Damn, I don't know what to do. Idina Menzel, Aurora, Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. Subnautica soundtrack, Into the Unknown. When you realize that Subnautica is over 6 years old, detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms, are you sure what you're doing is worth it? Me. What could go wrong? 9 seconds later. This is brilliant, but I like this. How the Cyclops feels when you construct it for the first time. How the Cyclops feels after using it for the 695th time. Do you even attack? Not really. But your goal is to kill me. Ironic, innit? Below Zero isn't easier than the first game. You just knew the mechanics and speeded through it. Here is some evil and good. Here is some good and evil. Here is a neutral. Of course we have the good. And then there is this piece of sheet. When you get a bladderfish but accidentally cook it instead of using it for water. IQ below zero. Cyclops is on fire. Subnautica. Guess I'll play dubstep. Me coming out of a maze of a wreck with 2 seconds of oxygen left. We're seamoth. Peaceful music in peaceful biomes. Scary music in danger biomes. Subnautica. The exact packing opiste. Subnautica. My heart. Crash fish. Reaper leviathan. Some fish hitting the seamoth. Saving your owner when he's getting eaten alive by giant fish. Killing yourself. Beach. What the pack. I gotta tell you guys, there is no Cyclops in SN2. We will have a big sub, but we don't want to just repeat the same stuff. We'd rather try and be ambitious where we can and surprise you. When your PDA starts talking to you when you are being chased by a Reaper Leviathan, shut. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Turn on the map. The 4 horsemen of this sub. Subnautica music. Real life lookalikes. Reaper scary. This Easter egg. My Cyclops telling me for the 32,737 time that he's going to explode. Me vibing to abandon ship. Will you shut up, man? Autosave before exit. Do you really want to exit? The last save was 6 hours ago. Daniel, the cooler Daniel. When you write detecting multiple Leviathan class life forms in the region. Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it? In a post and get 1,000 upvotes. It's a simple spell, but quite unbreakable. PC controls in Subnautica, console controls in Subnautica, leviathans when you're swimming, leviathans when you're in your prawn suit. When you kill the crash fish before it explodes, signature look of superiority. Subnautica players realizing that there won't be peepers on the Subnautica 2 planet. Subnautica players realizing that there won't be crash fish on the Subnautica 2 planet. Detecting multiple Leviathan-class life forms in this area. Are you sure what you are doing is worth it?